Hello everybody, it's Sean Fruin here with another Lean Revit. This one is on building Revit systems. So a big piece of Revit MEP is the systems that you can, hook up HVAC equipment, plumbing fixtures, electrical equipment. I feel like it's not really utilized or used a lot due to the fact that it kind of takes a lot of time to set up, and a lot of people just start, drawing duct or their wires, and that kind of makes these systems for you, but there's no control. So we're going to take care of that. We're going to try to get more control and get some engineering data out of it. So we'll be able to simplify the process and have it be a way more productive process, and then really improve quality of health by having everything organized. So we're going to leverage, the power of the Revit systems. We're going to use Dynamo and actually Python to kind of enhance the process and make it easier. So what we're going to get, again, this kind of trend that's happened through all these videos is just a model that's we can get data out from wherever we want. It's much easier, more intuitive, and a lot leaner process. So let's jump right into it. So when we left off last time, we placed all these diffusers and all these parameters. I think over 300 diffusers when you add them all up. And you can see we have all those parameters. So now we're going to take advantage of that. If we go look at systems, you can see we have no assigned systems right now. So let's take this opportunity to run Dynamo Player, which is pretty cool because you just get this nice clean output. As you can see, we ran that script, and there you go. So all of our diffusers are now assigned to a system, the appropriate system with the appropriate name. It's just one push, way better than going and clicking them. So now we have to handle these guys a little bit different. It's kind of the same idea, but we can't connect them quite the same. So we're going to select the air handling unit. What that will do is select all those VAV boxes. So now we can make a duct system out of it, name it, and then grab all the radius ones. We know that those happen to be the inlets. So we just made this system for air handling unit 1, and we'll run it again for air handling unit number 3. And same thing, call this SAO3 and grab all the round ones. So you can see a lot faster, a lot leaner than going through the whole model and trying to figure out, click on individual VAV boxes and apply them to systems. So pretty cool stuff. These ones left are the square end or the outlet end of the VAV boxes, and we'll take care of that as we build the duct runs. So first let's do the supply main run. Perimeter tends to work better for this. And now we will find a base point. Alright, there we go. So we'll put the base point in this little chase. Set that at 10. And now we have this option to, kind of go through a whole bunch of different solutions. We can change what kind of ducts they're going to put and what kind of the branches are, so you have a lot of control there. Change that to fit your needs. You can move these around. Try to get, never really gives you the perfect solution, and when we run this, there'll be a little bit, sometimes some issues, but way faster in general. As you can see, pretty good, so we're going to have to cap this in. And of course, we're doing that too, because, so all these little warnings, that means you have an open system, which means you won't be able to take advantage of the tools that we're going to use later. So that's what that's all about. So now that these are all, so let's go through the MEP settings. As you can see, I've gotten kind of rid of these weird, the odd sizes and the weird angles. As far as calculations to do pressure drop and sizing, we want to use this equation. And then here's where you change like density, viscosity settings for those. So now we have that fixed and we got this. We can start building systems. So again, I'm going to change this to try to get a little bit better results. I've been messing around with it quite a bit. But we can hit OK. And there you go. So same thing, close the end, so we start building systems with flow. You'll see this one will have flow from the AT, or the diffusers going to the VAV box. I'm going to clean this up here a little bit to get a little bit better pressure drop, calculation, and sizing. So unfortunately, you still kind of have to fix some of these things every once in a while, working on making it better. I think the more you mess with the settings, though, the less of these little things you'll have to deal with. Still a lot easier, a lot more control. Now we have flow than just randomly starting to draw a duck. So here's where the beauty comes, where we can start sizing duck. So we have quite a bit of options here to mess around with. Even restrict the height, our width. Let's put that 2 feet, and so there's all of our duck. All of our duck size to the appropriate. Some pretty good sizes there. Stuff's making 6 a lot quicker than going through the duckulator and for every piece of duck and drawing every piece of duck and then typing in the size. So some really cool stuff going on. Let's take a second. So this doesn't have flow. I think that's due to my family, unfortunately. I'll have to work on that. But now you can see that we can do the same thing, and it'll do it for the floor. So let's do maybe these. Let's exhaust first. I think we just have these two on the exhaust fan 1. But because it's a system, we can generate a layout. Put our base point, and click through. And there we go. So that one needs some work, but let's do the same for the return fan. And again, it does it by floor, so we can just run this base point up to the top, even through the ceiling, or even the roof, pardon me, and go straight to the air handling unit. Perimeter tends to work better. And there we go. So now let's hop into Dynamo and kind of see how the script works. Pull that guy over here. So this is the one. There's a package you need, data shapes, but that's the inputs. We get the stuff. So this is our message box that pops up. And then here we're really just filtering. So it's just kind of an if statement. Does the user selected equal that? So let's go to the one that I think is really cool. At one point I thought this was not possible. So here we go. So we have all the air terminals, and we want the MEP system type. So really all we're doing is filtering the air terminals down into lists. Then with that list, we get the type, we repeat the type of system, and then we can go all the way down here, and you can see it's the same thing over and over for supply, exhaust, and return. And then this is where it gets really cool. So shout outs to Taco and for his package. This one is some Python doing a lot of really cool stuff with connecting connections of MEP elements. The package that you want to download is MEPover package. And again, shout out to him. Awesome work. He helped me make this work all the way through. So I'll let you download the package and go through this if you want. So as you can see, building MEP systems doesn't have to be a hassle. I recommend everyone take advantage of it. You can, size duck, get pressure drop, have a lot more control, understand what connects to each other, build systems more intuitively and much cleaner, and everyone's happy. So hope you guys enjoyed. Next one, I hope to look at pressure drop through these ducts and kind of get a visual and QA/QC to kind of finish out this workflow. So thanks guys, bye.